Let's put our hands together and welcome George Ensle.
Thank you. Well, good to be in Waxahachie, Texas. I want to thank Randy and Helen for inviting me to come back here again, and I'm so glad they're opened up and running. You can't keep a good venue down. Can't keep a good venue down. I guess we're live somehow on the internet there and Facebook. So for all of you who don't know about this place, you need to find out about it. It's called In the Music Room. That's 17. How many years you been doing this? 17. It just gets better. I'm sure having more fun than I used to. So this is a little song about that first time you pull out of the driveway, the long drive to start your journey. Dedicated to my 3 daughters. All of whom took that drive and moved out. And then moved back in. In every life, there comes a time to leave everything and nothing behind. You're too young to go, but you're too old to stay. So you're on your way, on your way to find your wings and the song that you were born to sing. But on your way, remember you always have a home to come back to. With every step you learn to dance to the rhythm of life. If you just take the chance, keep the wind at your back now and the sun on your face, then you're on your way, on your way to find who you are is both near and far. Hitch your wagon to a star, on your way, remember you always have a home to come back to. So pack your new dreams in your old car. Keep on believing no matter where you are. You're where you belong, so seize the day. And be on your way, on your way to play your part. Seek the path that speaks to your heart. On your way, remember you always have a home. Get your wheels a rolling, get 'em rolling. Speaking. Well, everybody hear everything okay?
Oh, yeah.
That song, as I said earlier, is about my daughters. Our granddaughters are living with us now. We'll have more about that later. Who did? Oh, my granddaughter. Said hi on Facebook? I told her not to get on Facebook. Ever get on Facebook. But what are you going to do? Yeah. What are you going to do? It's like that. I was real proud to have that song put in a brand new movie called Buck Alamo. It hasn't been released to the major networks yet, but it's probably going to be in the foreseeable future. It's winning all kinds of awards, and the main protagonist is a character that's a lot like the guy in this song. It's played by Sonny Carl Davis, who some of you might know is an incredible underground actor. His motto is, I play large parts in small movies and small parts in large movies. But he plays a character named Buck Alamo that fits this song pretty well. A song I wrote with Mr. Tony Ramey. They run into the sun. They stand out in the rain. A glutton for punishment, a friend to pain. They stay a little too high, a little too long. Oh, a little too lost most times to find their way back home. Black sheep, the prodigal always on the run. Boy, living in the moment, dying to have fun, and also chasing rainbows and dancing their own dance. Black sheep always need a second chance. You know they're always calling in the middle of the night. They're always breaking down, thinking you can make it right. Their love is bittersweet, they're loyal to the end, and they're their own worst enemy, your best friend. Black sheep, the prodigal always on the run, living in the moment, dying to have fun, and also chasing rainbows and dancing their own dance. Black sheep always need a second chance. When they get back on their feet, that's when they fall from grace. When they get it all planned out, that's when they lose their place. Sometimes they look a lot like the likes of you and me, taking all those wrong roads, just trying to be free. Black sheep, prodigal always on the run, while living in the moment and dying to have fun, and also chasing rainbows and dancing their own dance. Black sheep always need a second chance. Don't those black sheep always need a second chance? Tony Ramey, my brother from a different mother.
He's a mess. He's so fun.
We wrote another song on my Be a Better Me CD, the brand new CD, that I'll have to play for you here in a minute.
We enjoyed the show you and Tony did here together.
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. Pre-COVID, there's like, that's the way we're going to divide history now, you know.
Pre and post.
It's like my friend, gosh, I never will forget his name. Oh boy. Well, this new CD, now that I've opened Pandora's box, it's called Be a Better Me, and this is the title cut. I've been instructed to play as often as possible by my label, Puff Bunny Records, which is a label that was started by Taylor Pye. Has Taylor played here?
Yes.
Many times. Who was the co-founder of the Pozo Seco Singers. Now, none of you are old enough to remember the Pozo Seco Singers, I'm sure. Except for that old guy in the back. There's a really great Pete Seeger quote. He said, "If the world was perfect, everybody behaved the way they should, you'd have to do something really big to make a difference. But the way the world is now, as messed up as it is, just something small could make a big difference." Now there's some things I'd like to change about myself. Well, I got problems I can't blame on anybody else. I could do the work, make the world a little better place. Changing the big picture with little acts of faith. I'm gonna spread a little sunshine and spend a little more time showing sweet mercy and grace. I'm gonna find a way to make somebody's day, put a smile on a stranger's face. I wanna spend more time with the young and old ones and walk in my neighbor's shoes. And I'm gonna be the change I wanna see, to be a better me. I'll be a better me. Now there's a lot of good deeds I could do that aren't that hard, and a lot of good seeds I could sow right in my own backyard. I could walk the walk, talk the talk for the greater good. Time is short, it's up to me. Do everything I should. I'm gonna share my blessings with those who have less and live with a bigger heart. I'm gonna make a bigger difference in the long run by believing from the start. We're all God's children trying to find our way. I'm gonna be that light in the dark, and I'm gonna be the change I wanna see. Be a better me. Ah, be a better me. I'm gonna love out loud and let love be what living's all about. What a concept. I'm gonna hug a little longer and a little stronger, show my family how much I care. I'm gonna stop and smell the flowers and laugh a little louder, say a little better prayer. I'm gonna look to the future and honor the past. I'll celebrate every day, being the change I wanna see. being a better me. Being a better me. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a better me. Thank you. Yeah, my daughter, my granddaughter rather, they're always teaching me new stuff, you know. Always keep me on my toes. The other day I was telling my granddaughter, the teenage granddaughter, I was not to use double negatives. You know, ain't going nowhere. Stuff like that. I said, you know, that makes it a positive. And you know, there's no such thing as a double positive. And she said, yeah, right. This song I wrote with Blaze Foley. Are there any Blaze Foley fans out there? I didn't think so. He must have slept on your couch, too. Oh, I can see a few hands there. Blaze is a beautiful old soul, and wrote this song together. He said it was. He started the song. And he said it was about a girl he lived with in a treehouse back in Georgia. And I said, right, treehouse in Georgia, yeah. And fast forward about 6 months after his untimely demise, he was a big fan of duct tape. He had the duct tape headband. He had duct tape cufflinks, duct tape buttons. He would duct tape Barbie dolls on his legs sometimes. And so at his funeral, everyone had a roll of duct tape that gathered around the open, not the open casket, but the open hole there where the casket was, getting ready to be lowered. And to the funeral director's unhappiness, we all took a piece of duct tape and put our own little goodbye duct tape on Blaze's coffin. And, you know, everyone was around, and Van Zant was standing next to me, and he said, I think we're doing this to keep him from getting out. That's the only chance could say. And lo and behold, this little lady sidles up next to me, and she said, hi, I'm Sybil Rosen. I used to live with Blaze in a treehouse back in Georgia. So this is a love song and an apology at the same time. It's called Blue Love. A long, long way from home, far from any town, lonesome whippoorwill makes a lonesome sound. Stars aren't out tonight, the moon is someplace else, keeping hope inside, talking to myself about you. Staying true, when all that I do love. I don't know why I'm bound for walking down the dark side in the wind, or why I'm bound to leave the arms of love and bound to wear my coat too thin. And I don't know why you'll be waiting there, rainbows in your eyes, daybreak in your hair, with new love shining through. When all that I do is give you blue, blue love. My blue Thank you. Let's see here. I think I'm going to do this song. I know childhood hero of mine, Uncle Jack. Uncle Jack always was a rounder. He drove a pickup Ford. He drank beers in Sears easy chairs, reading Louis L'Amour. I'd sleep on his sofa summer Saturday nights. When I was with Uncle Jack, I felt a little more alive. Uncle Jack never was a wage slave. He was his own man, with his own recipe for living. Ran a hamburger stand. He had a sign that read, "Gone fishing." He never would be one to let work get in the way of us having some fun. The black sheep of the family, well, sometimes late at night, he'd show up at our house a little bit too tight. Mama tuck him in on the sofa, and when she thought he was asleep, I'd watch her lean over and kiss him on the cheek. Uncle Jack never missed my birthday. He'd always come around with a brand new crisp $5 bill he got from the bank downtown. He'd say, "I'll arm wrestle you for it," and he'd always let me win. Then he'd say, "Maybe next time," with a wink and a grin. Uncle Jack always played catch with me when no one else had time. Taught me how to throw a football, how to tie my fishing line. Taught me how to sink the 8-ball and win it on the break. He'd say close only counts with horseshoes and hand grenades. You know, I never told a soul when I was a kid. And I'd spend the night with him, one thing he always did. Well, after he tucked me in and thought I was asleep, he'd lean over that old sofa, kiss me on the cheek. Uncle Jack didn't grow old and in the way, he just moved down to the coast, where a man can dance, remember France, and do a little toasting. I still go to see him every now and then, living by his wits and the grace of God. There'll be no change in him. Uncle Jack. Thank you.
Hey George, we've got some newbies. How many of you is this your first time here? Wow. Hey, that's really cool.
Well, you come to the right place.
The deal is, when you come here the first time, you've got to do all the tips for everybody. George told me to tell you all.
Thank you, Randy. Appreciate that. Appreciate this wonderful venue too, and this opportunity. I'm always looking for signs. God's got something in store for you if you just keep looking up, pay attention. I was on my way to play this cowboy church one Sunday morning. I saw this guy on the street. It was about, 7 o'clock in the morning. He had obviously not slept in a long time. I looked at him, I thought, guy looks like a scarecrow. So I went on down the road and started thinking about that. Made my usual left turn on the Highway 12 to the Devil's Backbone Road. And just before you get to the Devil's Backbone, there's a road called Purgatory Road. Driven by many, many times, but this is the first time I noticed something in the field that was just past Purgatory Road. It was a scarecrow. Scarecrow, scarecrow, living in the middle of the garden. Scarecrow, scarecrow, always shifting shapes. Scarecrow, scarecrow, first you're the fruit of your garden. Scarecrow, scarecrow, next minute you're the snake. In the dead of night with a lightning strike, you look like a crucifix. But your garden is a graveyard, on each tombstone 666. Scarecrow, scarecrow, I'm on to your game. Scarecrow, scarecrow, just a stick man in the rain. Scarecrow, scarecrow, I see you on the street. Scarecrow, scarecrow, I know your twisted smile. Scarecrow, scarecrow, I see you on the screen. Scarecrow, scarecrow, staring at my child. In the dead of night with a lightning strike, you look like a crucifix. that your garden is a graveyard. On each tombstone 666. Scarecrow, scarecrow, your tricks are all in vain. Scarecrow, scarecrow, you're just a stick man in the rain. You're just a stick man in the rain. You're just a stick man in the rain. When did it rain in Pecos? Huh?
Yeah.
I give up. Did it ever rain in Pecos?
When did it rain in Dallas?
We wound up, as Randy was pointing out here a minute ago, moving to the country. We were really blessed. We'd lived in the city all our lives, and well, at least I was from Houston, and my wife was from a small farming community up in Illinois, but she wanted to get back to the country too. And everything fell together as Providence would have it. The good Lord would knit this whole affair together, where we sold a house that was in the flood-prone zone, shall we say. Got 2 feet of water throughout the entire house in 1998. That's when I discovered the difference between my wife's stuff and my things. That's another story. Anyway, we finally got out of Austin just in the nick of time, really, and I tell people the last straw really was when I was at a stoplight in Austin, and the car behind me started honking when the light turned green before I finished my text. That's it. I'm done. I wrote this song on my riding mower, my first riding mower I ever had. I wanted to write God a love song, and I wanted to write God a thank you song. It's called Psalm. Your soft grass beneath my feet, in the meadow by the creek. You're the wind in my hair and the sun on my cheek. You're the birds softly singing the melody of spring. All creation shares your glory of your beauty. I will sing of your beauty. I will sing. You're a moonrise on a mountain and a sunrise on the shore. Your autumn leaves filling the tree on the hillside, and what is more, you're the whispering of the snowflake singing of the rain. And while I have a voice, I will sing the sweet refrain. I will sing this sweet refrain. Oh, you are the mighty bison and the fragile butterfly, side by side on a prairie where wildflowers reach the sky. You're the whale and the dolphin dancing on a deep blue sea. I pray I may show enough love for these things you give to me. All these things you give to me. All right. And then we got a dog. Got Lily, my Labrador underachiever. I'll be darned. I mean, I'm a lab guy. I've always had labs. And I inherited a pit bull that I actually thought was just as cool. But Lily, my Labrador underachiever, we'd adopted her. And here again, my granddaughter one-upped me. We adopted this dog, and she was 2 years old. And she had a difficult time learning commands. And after about 6 or 8 months, my granddaughter said, "Grandpa, you don't know who her previous owners were. More than half the people in San Marcos are Hispanic." She said, "Siéntase," and she sat down. I'm the dummy here, right? Trying to teach her how to sit. She's going, "What's the matter with him? Doesn't he speak Spanish?" It just goes to show you now. Don't give up on your animals. Give up on your dog. She taught me. Let me get this strap straight down. This is a true story. It happened to my brother in Syracuse, New York, which is, by the way, the meteorologically coldest place in the United States of America. Johnny was skipping school that frozen winter's morn. If he'd have played it straight, he'd be safe and warm in the little country schoolhouse. But the lesson learned that day would come from one he'd least expect would ever know the way. The bridge was all iced over and the railing was gone. Johnny slipped off and flew down into the frozen pond. The morning stillness shattered with a crashing sound. He broke through the ice like a rock went sinking down. He kicked his way back to the top and started to shout, "Help! Somebody save me!" Trying to claw his way out, but the ice just broke away and his legs turned stone. The freezing water soaked his clothes and froze him to the bone. Just then a passerby showed up on the bridge, saw the situation. He thought of all the risks. Well, if I try to save him, I might drown myself. I wish this burden would fall on someone else. Then out from underneath the bridge came Jake, the town wino. He walked into the pond as Johnny slid below. He moved through the icy waters, reaching out his hand, snatching Johnny from the jaws of death, watched by the other man. Jake wrapped Johnny in his blanket and he carried him back home like a ragged old Boo Radley, stumbling but strong. The father met him at the door and he took his shivering child from a most unlikely savior with a toothless smile. The dad offered Jake his money for saving his son's life. He said, "No thank you, sir. Well, I just try to do what's right in the eyes of the Lord." As they watched him walk away, "He's an angel with a broken wing," Johnny heard his father say. So Johnny learned mercy's lesson from the one they called the fool. Passerby learned about living out the golden rule. And a small-town country barkeep learned a dad will pay to see. From now on, Jake the hero always drinks for free. Johnny was skipping school that frozen winter's morn. If he'd have played it straight, he'd be safe and warm in the little country schoolhouse. But the lesson learned that day come from one he'd least expect would ever know the way. That's a true story. That's a true story. Well, thank you. Let's see here.
Hey, George, before you put your resonator up, did you do Billy Bob's backyard?
Oh.
You knew I was going to ask for it.
This is a Fender. It's called a Fender. Well, I'm pretty sure it was a bumper at some point. I can't help it.
See, there's some people that haven't seen it, so they need to experience
Billy Bob's Backyard. This is a novelty, what they call a novelty song. It came out of living in South Austin, which is a whole nother town. It used to be where all the Bubbas and the Bubettes live. I think Randy's kind of cleaned up his act, really. No more boats or anything. I haven't seen out back.
In a Randy Bob's backyard.
Randy Bob. They had this thing in Austin. It's called Large Trash Collection Day, twice a year, right? Or Bulky Items Day. And in North Austin, you take all the stuff out of your backyard and put it in your front yard, and the city comes by with trucks and hauls it off to the landfill. In South Austin, you take all the junk out of your backyard and put it in your front yard. Your neighbor takes all the junk out of your front yard and puts it in his backyard. Redneck recycle, that's what I call it. This is an audience participation song. Didn't really matter. I need to see if y'all can sing Hillbilly Heaven with me. Hillbilly Heaven. That's good. Billy Bob wears a ball cap backwards, aviator shades, black grease neath his fingernails, and a little on his face. With a semi-toothless smile, he said, "Howdy do." I was having second thoughts about what I was about to do. He's a shade tree mechanic. My alternator was gone. He said, "If you brung one, in an hour I'll have her on." I said I had her rebuilt. It was sitting in my trunk. He said, "Pull around back." And that's when I saw Billy's jungle of junk. Billy Bob's backyard is a pack rat's paradise, a redneck collection from a Bubba's way of life. It's hillbilly heaven with an old rock standing guard. Whoa, over all them white trash treasures filling Billy Bob's backyard. What? 4 Skeeter breeding tires leaning up against an ugly shed. Studebaker pickup up on blocks with grass growing in the bed. Tin roof and warped plywood making a crooked fence. Slimy water standing in a John boat that's got about 100 dents. Rusty rebar and bags of sackcrete that got wet and turned to stone. Motorless lawn mowers by a clothesline haywired on to his girlfriend's Harley tank top and his Harley tee. A dead water heater and 2 lawn chairs with ripped out strap seats. Billy Bob's backyard is a pack rat's paradise. Redneck collection from a Bubba's way of life. It's hillbilly heaven with an old rock standing guard. Whoa, over all them white trash treasures filling Billy Bob's backyard. Beer cans, beer cans, beer cans thrown in scattered piles. Chickens pecking in the dirt to an 8-track playing Born to Be Wild. I wonder how you say wolf in Spanish. Billy cleared away just enough space to squeeze my car between a satellite dish with a bird nest and a broke down washing machine. I was leaning on a chopper frame, watching him sweat and cuss through a torn tarp strung from his mobile home to an old Volkswagen bus. Billy Bob's backyard is a pack rat's paradise. Get one more chance. Redneck collection from a Bubba's way of life. It's hillbilly heaven do that in church, it'd be in good shape. An old rock standing guard. Whoa, over all them white trash treasures filling Billy Bob's backyard. If I'd have known that's what you wanted all this time, I got 1 million of them. Never got the alternator alternated.
That was so much fun.
Well, let's see. I'm looking at I'm supposed to give you all a break here in a minute. I'll play a couple more. Let's play a piano song.
This is a new thing for you, George.
This is new. What happened was this thing called COVID, and I couldn't book any gigs. I couldn't play any gigs. And I always wanted to try to learn how to play piano, and I still am trying to learn how to play piano. So bear with me. Well, you know, I was speaking earlier about a song I wrote with Tony Ramey on this new record too. The Black Sheep's on the previous album, Home. This is on the Be a Better Me record. You know, I've discovered once again, having granddaughters living with us, that not only that intelligence and talent skips a generation, but you know what Mark Twain said about that? Why grandparents get along so well with their grandkids? Because they have a common enemy. Yeah. But I rediscovered the most important thing you can give a child is your time. Doesn't cost anything. Found your old bait caster in the attic, your tackle box and your old comb and stove. It's been so many years I forgot that I had it, but the memories of that river came rushing through my soul. I can see the sunlight dancing on the water and feel the thrill of the chill in the morning air. When you look more like my daddy than my father on that hickory stump instead of your business chair. I can hear the wind whistle in the willows. You say, son, it's a perfect day. If I could hang a sign on the door back to my favorite times with you, Dad, I know just what it'd say. Gone fishing. taught me to sit up straight at the table. Thank the Lord for everything I got. How every man should work if he is able, and how the tie that binds is in a fishing knot. You gave me the greatest gift, a little time out of your busy world and into mine. I can see the sunlight dancing on the water, feel the chill, thrill of the chill in the morning air. I can see where you look more like my daddy than my father on that hickory stump instead of your business chair. I can hear the wind whistle in the willows and hear you say, son, it's a perfect day. If I could hang a sign on the door back to my favorite times with you, Dad, I know just what it'd say. Gone fishing, gone fishing. Well, I'm going to do one more, and we're going to take a short break. Thank you, all you folks that are watching on Facebook, except for my granddaughter. You're not supposed to be on Facebook.
And there's CDs in the living room for sale. And
CDs.
your lovely granddaughter.
And my granddaughter, yes, Autumn's beautiful bracelets, handmade bracelets. So we're going to take a short break and 10 or 15 minutes maybe, something like that, and I'll be back to do a final set. And if y'all have any requests, let me know what you want to hear. I'm doing all original songs tonight, but if there's a cover song you want to do,
I want to hear All I Need in a little while.
I'll do that right now.
It's one of the best songs.
I'll do that right now. We'll do that. Thank you for asking for that. It's a song I wrote with Richard Dobson, who unfortunately had passed a couple of years ago. A dear old friend of mine from Houston back in the folk music running days back in Houston, Texas. Wrote this song. It sort of captures the essence of all religions, I think. My favorite things to do is read those interchangeable church signs, you know. I love the messages they have on them sometimes, like, if God is your co-pilot, change seats. Thank God for the dirty dishes. Pretty good. How about if you want to get rich quick, count your blessings. I asked for strength and I got trouble to getting me straight and strong. I asked for wisdom and I got problems that taught me right from wrong. I asked for courage, now I got dangers to get me through my fears. I asked for answers, I got silence that taught me how to hear. I asked for love and I got strangers needed a helping hand. I asked for mercy and I got an old friend who needed another chance. I asked for beauty and I got to see the world through the eyes of a child. I asked for understanding and got to see an old one smile. I got the world in a raindrop and the promise in a seed. I got all I wanted when I got all I need. When I asked for years, I got moments instead. When I asked for a feast, I got my daily bread. I asked for wealth, I got work and the hands to make my pay. I asked for truth, I got a lady stands beside me all the way. Got the world in a raindrop of the promise in a seed. I got all I wanted when I got all I need. I got all I wanted when I got all I need. Thanks, y'all. We'll be right back.